basically, we're the No Place for Hate anti-bullying program that the Marines have contracted out to go around to high schools all around the United States. Basically, we go from high school to high school promoting the Marines, hard work, discipline, perseverance, and mix it in with a message about anti-bullying.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was totally awesome. They're super talented.
For this program, we come in with a positive message, we tell the kids what's going on, and meanwhile we're entertaining them and we're keeping them on the edge of their seats the whole time, and it tends to resonate with them a little bit better.
Whenever they got the coach up there and they jumped over him, that was so crazy.
I mentioned it in the show, but we share a lot of the same values as the Marines. To learn the stuff that we do, whether it be the riding, whether it be on the microphone, it requires a lot of hard work, it requires discipline, a lot of perseverance, and that's the thing that the military can teach kids these days too. The stuff we're doing did not come overnight. You know, the Marines didn't become Marines overnight. It takes time, it takes practice, perseverance. You're not going to be very good at first, but if you stick with something long enough, you get past that tipping point of ability, and that's when the fun starts.
We ask that you teach us all to love one another as you have loved us, so that the hatreds that cost these officers their lives might cease on the earth.
Thank you for joining us here today as we come together to honor and pay tribute to all of the men and women of the law enforcement profession who have given their lives in the line of duty, who have made the ultimate sacrifice protecting America. Last year, 164 law enforcement officers in this great country went to work and did not come home at the end of their shift. 12 in our great state of Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, may we never ever lose sight of those burdens. May our fellow officers' burdens be easier to bear. And may our fallen heroes and their survivors' courage be a great inspiration for all of us as we go about our daily lives.
Each day, these cadets have to name their silent partner and memorize it throughout the year. And it's to continue to remind us how dangerous the job is and to pay respect to those who have fallen and gone before us.
End of watch, Friday, April 27th, 2018. In closing, please know that the memories of our fallen heroes are forever etched in our hearts and minds, just as clearly as they are etched on the marble walls at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in downtown Washington, D.C. We will never forget them.
People just need to be aware how dangerous this job is and how many officers put their life on the line every day, regardless of anything going on in our society. They're there every day for you.
MHE is multiple hereditary exostosis, and it's a disease where you form these cartilage cap bone tumors all around your body. And the thing about the disease is that some people could wind up with 2 exostoses, and others have thousands.
We started this foundation with Sarah Ziegler almost 15 years ago. And when we first started it, there was really nothing on the horizon.
The money that we get from the event all goes to a cure.
Ready, set,
MHE, even if we do get a cure, since it's already so much, I've already got so many bumps, it probably won't do anything to help me. And so my job's to get a cure.
You feel like your kid's the only one that has it, and so if you can make those connections with people, it kind of helps.
So to meet another person that actually has it, that you could talk to them and compare notes and cry together or whatever, it's amazing.
Each dollar that's raised goes straight to research. As fun as this day is, the hope that we would have a cure is what drives all of this.
Yep, we're gonna get a cure.
Oh, I guess I'm going. On behalf of the Warriors for MHE Run, we are extremely grateful for all the people that came out, especially it was a little cold this morning, and so everybody came out and supported Caleb and gave him that hope that we've talked about so much today.
I get to be with all of my friends, we get to find a cure for MHE. There's not really any negatives about this thing.
This
gave us a great opportunity to provide training mannequins to all the high schools in Lubbock. So that gives them an opportunity to have something to come in and be able to do compressions and learn how to do CPR. Before they can graduate from high school, along with Stop the Bleed, they have to have that training as well, but the CPR training is very vital. The more people, once again, that know, the better off they are. We don't promote breaths anymore, so we want hands. If somebody's doing compressions quickly, as soon as somebody goes down, once again, that increases that survivability, so we want to be very quick with how we get that done.
We need more air. It was better the last time.
You don't realize how hard you have to press. And I think sometimes the worry is there that you're pressing too hard.
Stay alive.
I was a lifeguard for 2 years, and when doing CPR training, that's what they told us to do, and everyone knows that song.
We even work out on our own of singing Staying Alive, and that's what we want, is for them to be able to enjoy the training, but at the same time be able to harness that and take that and use it.
Is he still alive? I don't know. He's a dummy. Switch.
You look at the nationwide, the sooner somebody can start CPR, the better the chance of survivability is. And so the more people that know it is better.
Right now we're loading our cookies from troop to troop onto an Air Force plane. Troop to troop is basically where people, if they don't want to buy cookies or if they're on a diet or something, they give some money and we donate those cookies overseas.
They get something from home that they normally don't get. It's like a little taste of home that they can take with them.
We're going so fast they can't even handle it. We're just so excited to bring a little bit of Girl Scouts across the world. There are 679 cases, so like 80,000 or it was like a big number. I was like, whoa, it's a lot of cookies. You hear about troop to troop and that you're making a difference, but to actually be here and see the soldiers, it's amazing.
This is our regional gymnastics meet in New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. This is a qualification for the national championships later this summer.
So Olivia and I have both been to 2 of the International World Cups this year, and so that helps us get points for the Olympics next year.
In 2020, we will compete for Olympic trials.
Since we have all these competitions going on, we're just doing our routines over and over.
I train 4 days a week for 2 hours. I'm usually jumping for about an hour and a half. I love the travel of it and seeing all the different places, and I love competition.
My goals are for the Olympics in 2020 and 2024, so hopefully you'll see me there.
Ceremony music for today's parade was provided by Marine Band San Diego. Yes. Fear not, drill instructors, for you made Marines. And for others towards excellence and common goals. The drive to overcome any obstacle and the warrior spirit to fight on against all odds.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Commanding General, Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego, and the Western Recruiting Region, welcome to the hallmarks of the United States Marine, and the men responsible for this incredible transformation.
Boots O'Neill's been working on horseback since 1949.
Boy just went by there. He's one of the crew bosses here, but he's got a baseball cap on. See?
More than 70 years later, he's seen the changes from his traditional cowboy ways.
They come in of the evening and they'll put on clothes. See, I wouldn't even go outside with this stuff on, or they'll wear shoes and caps and go to town. We just wore boots all the time.
Fashion may be different, but Boots says every decade brings a new change. In the 60s, cowboys received vacation time.
We never had been off before. We worked Sunday just like Monday, you know. And they've been doing it ever since, so it worked out.
The 70s brought more money and gooseneck trailers for easier transportation. And from the 90s into the 2000s, Boots says the biggest change.
With cell phones.
Which he says have gone too far in the younger generations, but make his job a lot easier.
I can be trotting across out there in the pasture, and I can call you on the other side if we're looking for a bull and see if you found him. Now, I call you and tell you I've got him located over here. Come on across, and we do that every day.
Through all the change, Boots says what it takes to be a good cowboy remains the same.
Good cowboys are just usually a pretty good citizen.
Be dedicated, be honorable, be honest, and be straightforward.
You can tell what kind of feller he is by being around his horses, you know. If they're afraid of you or they're hard to catch or hard to get hold of, you know, why, they might not have been treated right.
Boots says the cowboys that come to the ranch now have more skills than he remembers he had.
Nobody ever taught me growing up how to raise your elbow and do the rope, you know. I just learned the rope, you know. I don't remember having any instructions or school.
O'Neill says he doesn't see careers as a cowboy as dying, but forever changing. As for him, he's seen it all, and after 72 years of feeding, calling, and riding on the ranch, he has no plans to retire.
I don't hunt, and I don't fish, and I don't play golf. Ever since I was about 13 or 14 years old, all I've ever wanted to do was punch cows and ride a horse, you know. And that's about all I've done.
With senior photojournalist Andrew Wood, Cassie Carlson, Fox 34, News at 9.